Hey, it's Mahesh here at the Gentlemen and Rogues Club in Bournemouth, and today I'm going to be doing Sam's restyle. Let's do it. Okay, Sam, what we're going to do, take all your hair off?
Yep.
Woo! How long have you been wearing this then?
Well, I first started growing my hair when I was about 11.
Yeah. 36.
Got fed up with it about 16, cut it all off, instantly regretted it.
Yeah.
Tried a few different styles and just kind of gave up and grew it out again.
Okay. So this is what, quite a few years now?
Yes, I'd say I was about 18 when I started growing it again. I'm 24 now. I've had, chops every now and again. But other than that, nothing major.
You've got a picture of what you want.
Yes.
Let's have a look. You want to go with something like along those lines.
Yeah, so I like...
Tell us what you like.
I like the fade, the high fade, but I also quite like the distinct line. And how it's all one length, front to back.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right then, my man. And then you want me to section the hair off a little bit because you want to keep as much as possible, don't you?
That's right, yeah. I want to donate it.
Okay. So normally what I would do...
Can we know what you donating it for now?
I can't remember what it's called.
It's Princess something or other it is, because I've done a few haircuts like this for...
Little Princess Trust.
Little Princess Trust.
Little Princess Trust.
Nice. The Little Princess...
I don't know about them though, what is it?
So they, you donate hair to them and they then make wigs for kids with cancer and hair loss.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
First restyle and then cut. How many of them you're gonna need?
So I'm going to do one there, and then I'm going to do one at the back.
No, I mean, how many of these?
Oh, so I'm going to need a few of these. I'm going to need, I'm going to need a few. So what I'm going to do is, like Sam was saying, normally what I would do is just tighten a ponytail, a high ponytail, and just chop the ponytail off. Yeah, simple. But because Sam wants to try and make the most of the hair, try and maximise the length through the front here, and then maximise the length through the back. Hopefully we can get it so that he gets the most out of his hair that he's been growing all this time.
Is it too late to back out?
It's too late to back out. Yeah, the old saying: once you put it in a ponytail, mate, you can't go back. It's an old saying. People use it. They used to use it in Victorian times. So, yeah. So this is how I'm gonna style it like this. Get lots of volume in a minute. So that's how. So normally I would cut it pretty short into this, but because you want to keep a little bit of length for your haircut that you're after. Yeah. So that's why I've left it a little bit softer. Because if we were just cutting it off afterwards, it wouldn't matter. But I need to retain a little bit of length. All right. Yeah. And then we're just going to do one at the back. I've got a bag to put it in for you. Yeah, of course.
I guess the back doesn't matter so much because that's getting buzzed, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you still will want something on your crown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so got to loosen that off just a tiny bit, okay? So you're going to get a good amount off of there. So what I'm going to do also is I'm just going to put a band in through the bottom so that it doesn't just fly away everywhere. Okay, so does anyone know you're doing this then, mate?
No one. Well, my sister does. She was going to come with me.
Yeah, but she decided not to, just in case I cut her hair off as well. No. Just got into the flow of cutting everyone's hair off.
No, because she watched the videos and she's seen how much of a dickhead you are. She didn't want to come in.
Well, or she might have seen how beautiful I am, and she would be like, oh.
Keep lying to yourself, mate.
Look, I get lots of men finding me attractive, so
I think I'm looking pretty attractive right now.
I think you're looking pretty hot, mate. If I was gay and into weird guys with ponytails,
The three of them.
you'd be my guy. You'd be my go-to guy. You mean you're wearing Hawaiian pink, you got your hair in pigtails, you're looking like a good girl. We're gonna go all night, mate. Well, I say all night, 20 minutes max. That's my all night, mate, to be fair. Okay, let's do the back one first because you can't see what's happening.
See you later. I'm gone.
1. Ready?
2.
There you go. 3, we've got to lay them out like if we were been hunting. Like pelts.
I'm liking this actually.
There's a nice. Do you know what? As hairstyles go, that's pretty unique. Unique, Ross. Well done.
Call it layers, don't they?
It's yeah, interesting. Interesting is the other word that I would use. Interesting. I would say what you could do instead of what you've just done is we could do you an absolute awesome mullet, but maybe you're not up for that, I don't know.
I pretty much had a mullet at one point. I didn't realise for a long time until it was pointed out. And
Someone was like, dude, you got a mullet. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
Really?
I thought, oh, best head to the barbers.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Right, so how long have you been wearing your hair like in that centre parting? For a while?
I'd say I never really wear it in a centre part, and I put it back, but throughout the day it just kind of goes into it, and I don't...
So it's just, it's pretty much sort of like ingrained into your hair, that centre parting now. So you'll probably find that it will take a little while just to get that centre parting to come, like, to get it out.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Like you might find that it might open up in the middle, but we can sort that out today. All right. It's sort of an Oasis-esque sort of haircut going on here, though, isn't there? Like, we could have got away with just doing this, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Like, if you were at art college right now, if you were at Bristol Art University or something like that,
I'm the talk of the town.
mate, you'd be done. Okay, dude. I'm just going to get rid of some of this hair first, so we can just see what we're doing, what's going on. So you hope to give that hair to the charity for the children. So it's young, isn't it? It's young girls who've got cancer and...
Yeah, I think it's kids and young adults that have lost their hair due to cancer or other medical conditions.
Is there any specific requirements that...
Yeah, so they recommend a minimum length of 12 inches. They do accept as little as 7 inches, but they prefer that you wait a little bit and grow it out.
Yeah.
No parasites?
No.
Yeah. No visitors, as we call it. That was like the code thing. When back in the day when we did hairdressing, you get that quite a lot. You know, like the young girls coming in with long hair that are, that sort of 7 or 8.
Oh mate, I'm getting itchy just thinking about it.
Just 7 or 8 year old girls like with long hair. Their mums bringing them in to get their hair cut. And you sort of separate their hair. They go, oh, she's got really thick hair. You go, oh, yeah, she has. And you sort of like comb the hair to one side, open it up, and then there'd be like all these eggs in it. And you'd be like, so you just go, your daughter's got visitors. And you'd be all like nice about it. And then they'd be like, got what? Well, the little visitors here. What do you mean she's got visitors? And then you ended up going, she's got nits, all right? Just get out. It was a clean hair or dirty hair thing, but... To be fair, I think
It's a myth.
it's a myth.
Yeah.
It's a myth.
It's just a myth. Where they can live.
Well, if you're lonely, sometimes it's nice to have a visitor, isn't it?
Friends.
You know, I mean, those people. They
Definitely keep you busy.
Yeah, they keep you busy. I mean, these guys have chosen to live on you. They not just to be near you. They are living on you. Man, people are not going to recognise you when you go to work next.
No, I know.
So does anyone at work, anyone at your work know that you're doing this?
Nope.
So you're
It's going to be fun then.
mate, you're gonna walk into work, and people will be like, "That new guy looks a bit like that Sam."
That new guy.
That's Sam with the long hair, yeah. That kiddie over there looks just like him.
Why is he sat at his desk?
What? And he's sat at his desk. Maybe you could do the whole. Maybe what you could do is do the whole. Oh, I'm Sam's twin. I've come to see him. Okay, so we're gonna build up this shape now, Sam. We're gonna do a zero. So we're doing 0 all the way round. Just finding the line. So you're keen on sort of like that real sharp look, but you said when you're looking at that picture, you want a little bit of a heavier line. You like that heaviness as well, don't you, to it?
Yeah, slightly.
Cool.
I've been thinking of doing that.
What, having it come forward again?
It just doesn't last long on it.
No.
It's too thick. I have to keep getting it cut.
Actually, Sam's got good hair for this because he's got a lot of hair, but it's quite fine. So it's actually good hair to do this haircut on. So I'm just taking a little bit of the length away just so I can see where I'm going with it. Now I've just got rid of some of that hair, I can just mark out where I want to work to. Make it a bit clearer where I'm going with the haircut. Okay, my man. Just going to damp it down a little bit more on the top. So I want to just see how that's sitting.
Any regrets so far?
Not yet.
Really? Now is the time.
I always wear my hair up, so I never really feel it around my face. So it doesn't feel much different at the moment.
Yeah. Actually, I think when you have long hair and you have it cut like this for the first time, the first time you really notice that you've had a change is tomorrow morning.
When you wake up.
That wake up feeling, and you go, it's not a dream.
No, it's when you look in the mirror.
When I wash it and it doesn't take 24 hours to dry, that would be nice.
And it doesn't take a whole bottle of shampoo every time you go into the shower. I'm just going to even up the top. I'm just going to go from the front to the back, just taking the length nice and even, just to see what sort of length we're dealing with here. So I'm probably not going to go any shorter with that. All I'm going to do is texturize this length. Sam wanted it to be the same sort of length across the whole of the haircut, rather than from these sort of haircuts. What I generally tend to do is short to long, go really quite short at the back and then go longer. Sam liked the look of it being a similar length all across. So we're going to take it across one side, and I'm just going to check that haircut off. So what I'm looking for is a short point here and a short point here. So that's the length on the top of the hair. That's the length at the bottom of the hair. And this bit in the middle here is the weight. And we're just going to take that weight out. So when I come to making the blend, I've already taken the weight out of the top of this hair. But I quite like the idea of it, of there being a little bit of a disconnection. I mean, that's what we were looking at in the picture. There's that little disconnect, so you get that slight, tiny little overhang from some of it. It looks quite nice like that. So now, okay, so we're going to just dry it through a little bit. Now I've taken a little bit of the length off the top, taken a bit of a weight out of size. I'm just going to dry it through a little bit because I want to see what it looks like coming forward before we do any more work to it. With a sea salt spray. So how much research did you do on looking for a hairstyle that you sort of like the look of?
Funny enough, not a lot.
Oh, really?
It came up pretty quickly.
Oh, right. Oh, that was quite good then, really.
Yeah, I did carry on looking for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I was pretty set on that one.
So you didn't procrastinate too much, like, yeah. Because I think it's one of those things like, if you're having a real change, sometimes you just got to go with your gut feeling and go, that's it, that's the sort of look that I want and that's it. Rather than, I think if you start looking at loads and loads and loads of pictures, you get a bit confused about what you wanted. And so you can always start to see that we're building up a little bit of a style and a bit of a shape.
Yeah.
You've already got texture through the top a little bit, and so I'm going to come in and then we're going to soften up this line now, okay? Got a line marked out there where Sam wants to be with his haircut, so I'm just going to come in. Just going to freehand this. I'm going to soften that line up by freehanding in, and this will give you a slight blend through here, but then this will also give him that little bit of weight line that he's looking for at the same time. If I'd gone in with the clippers and a guard, what would happen is it would just get higher and higher and higher. But you can see that, that softens up that line completely, but there's also that little bit of weight above it, which is a reflection of what we looked at. So you can see the difference.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See the difference in there to that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. You tend to find that it does leave you that little bit of weight just above it, but that's the whole purpose of doing this. But you've got to be a little bit particular about how you control your machine, and it's so much easier to do that with a senior because the senior hasn't got the beveled edge. It's got a nice flat edge here. If you had the beveled edge, you find it almost impossible to do it. So it's a nice straight edge going straight in. So you get that bit of softness, and then that nice line above it. So we've got a little bit too much weight through here, so we're just going to square that off. Just clipper over comb. But what I don't want to do is work my way all the way around there, because I quite like this longer section here, and Sam wanted that little bit more hair through the sides, and he wanted that same length from the front to the back, so I'm not going to go up too high with this. Just little circular movements to making sure I've got that nice. That's where I find my little brush comes in really super handy. Great. Okay, let's just dust you down a little bit. Got a lot of hair coming off here. I think when you put it off for a long time, sometimes it's just a relief just to get rid of it, isn't it?
It is, yeah, actually.
You just think, do you know what? I've done it. I've done the long hair thing, and so I'm just going to clean this up a little bit for you, just so it goes in with a haircut,
I'm still waiting for the grow in. Yeah.
Ah. Cheers, brother. Yeah, take care, man. Clear up the back here. Just takes it that little bit tighter. Just chasing it up to the O-bone. And that gives him like another, just doing that gives him another week or so on the haircut, just looking fresher. The only thing that Sam's going to find now is that he might feel inclined to visit the barbershop a little bit more frequently, as opposed to every decade.
Yeah.
It might, as opposed to every decade, it might be, you know, a payday thing. Yeah, if you're cleaning up someone's haircut like this, especially, you know, you want to make sure that the customer goes out looking his best, and if it means just spending a few minutes just tidying up someone's facial hair, that's what you should be doing.
Appreciate it.
All right, so we're running texturizing scissors through the top now. All right, so I don't want to take anything off the length, but I want to just create a bit more texture for you. Okay, so it doesn't feel quite so heavy. I might take a fraction more off that fringe if you're going to wear it coming forward.
Yeah.
Might take a fraction more off the fringe. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no problem.
Is that all right?
Yeah, definitely.
Just making sure that you're happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah, that does come down quite low.
Yeah, it comes down low. So that's what I was saying. Like if you said to me, yeah, you're about pushing it up and over, then I would keep some of that length in it. But if you are definitely going to just pretty much have it coming down, then I'm gonna take a bit more off of that.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing really is just cutting through the haircut, because it's, like I say, you've got fine hair, but there's a lot of it. So just moving it around all the time, just seeing how it sits. So you can see, like when I do that, there's a parting in there somewhere. It wants to just keep opening up into that parting. You'll find that for a few weeks, just until your hair's getting used to just coming forward and just doing its own thing, all right?
Yeah.
See, by taking that weight out, instantly it's made it feel a little bit lighter anyway. But we just need to just take a bit more length off that. The hair's got a little bit of a bounce to it, so if I go in too short, when it dries, it's going to pop right up.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it so that if you don't dry it out like I've dried it out, it will still look like there's a little bit of length in the fringe.
Yeah.
Okay, because the last thing you want is me to cut it and then you go, wow, it looks like I've got no fringe at all in there.
Yeah, because I don't think, or like perfectly like straightforward,
No.
like.
Copy to one side.
Yeah, like ever so slightly to the left. That's how I've always.
You want to come over to this side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're going to wear it a little bit like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That's okay, cool. Let me just spin you around a little bit. So sometimes if someone was giving me that information, I would go, okay, so I'm going to cut it like that. But because this is a new style for Sam, I'm not going to do that, because he might actually go, do you know what? I don't always have to wear it that way. So I'm going to cut it so it can be worn either way. I'm keeping this a little bit softer so it follows the line of the haircut, but it breaks open. There's texture to it. And I can see that it bounces up here in the middle. So I need to be mindful of that. So you're going to wear it mainly over that way. So you've got a semi sort of straightish line there going on, but I've not banged straight a really hard haircut in there. And what I've done is I've kept this at an angle, so when you push it forward, it still is in line with the fringe. The haircut's in line with the fringe, and then when you push it across, that's in line with the rest of it as well.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm coming with that?
Yeah, I do.
And then what I would probably be inclined to do is just slice out a little bit of it, just so it's not quite so heavy. There's a tiny bit of texture in there. How's that feel?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So you've got like that texture through there, you've still got a little bit of length through there. I could go a little bit shorter. If you're gonna always wear it that way, I could cut that so you've got an angle in there so it intentionally comes across. But if you want, I can leave it like that because you can push it across and it looks like it's cut in. So, I mean, it's up to you. I can cut like a little bit more of an angle across there, or I can leave it as it is.
What do you think? I'll give your opinion.
Well, if I leave it as it is, it gives you options. Mm-hmm. If I cut it in, it's in.
Yeah.
And you're only going to be wearing it that way. If I leave it like this, if you want to push it over to the other side, you can push it over to the other side. If you want to push it over to that side, you can push it over to that side. If you want to push it coming all forward and a little bit straighter and just down, you can wear it coming straighter and down. And if you want to push it up, you can push it up.
Yeah.
So this gives you options to play about with it.
Yeah, I think
rather than just cutting it really sharp and hard and over to one side. That's it. That's the only way you're going to wear it. And then when it grows out, you'll really, really notice it. Whereas this will grow out softer.
Yeah, I'll stick with the options.
Cool. I know I sort of try to encourage you to do that by going, this is the really best way to do it, or you can have a way of doing it. But I would rather you had a few options with this haircut. Okay. Especially because this is the first time you've had hair that you've got to do something really with.
Yeah.
Just going back through, just giving it another little bit of texturizing. Just because I don't want it to feel too thick and heavy for you. Sometimes you know you could go.
Too much for you.
Yeah. Sometimes you can go, right, let's just cut it right off, almost to the hairline, and then you do it and you think, yeah, I'm so glad I did that. And then but it's one of those things, if you do it and you don't like it, there's a lot of growing out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hat wearing for a long time before you're happy to take a hat back off. So I'm going to put in some texturizing paste, I think. Something that's going to give you a little bit of texture to the hair, all right? So when you put any product in, make sure you rub it into the hands first, and it almost like it's disappeared. Mm-hmm. And then work it all the way through the hair before you do anything else. So just work it all in. Some people tend to sort of go, I'll just do the front bit and then work their way back. And then all that happens is they end up struggling because they put all their product in the front and none of the rest of the products is anywhere else apart from there. Okay, what are we saying there, Sam?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I haven't seen my head in a long time. Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really do.
Cool, man. Well, it's been a pleasure to do it for you.
Thank you very
Now
much.
you can play with your hair. Different styles and stuff.
Yeah, you push it. That's it.
Ponytail or like is that other?
Yeah, well, I was in the house, so I just put it in a ponytail, and when I went out, I chucked it up, and that was it. There was no other style.
Stop. Before you watch the next video, let me tell you, you are worth it. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you deserve to invest in yourself. You deserve to pamper yourself. You deserve to take care of your skin, your hair, your beard, and Beardbrand has your back with products, not just for your hair, your beard, and your skin, but also for your mind. Keep on growing.